Let's demystify private equity. It's not about building businesses, it's about breaking them down for profit. The main play is the leveraged buyout. Buy a company with borrowed money, then make the company itself pay back the debt. Private equity firms load companies with debt, then slash costs, usually jobs, wages, and benefits, to squeeze out cash. Their goal? Extract as much money as possible, fast. Nurturing businesses or supporting workers isn't part of the plan. Think demolition crew, not gardener. The debt forces brutal cuts, layoffs, benefit reductions, and selling off assets. The result? Companies left too weak to compete, often headed for bankruptcy. This isn't rare. Private equity now controls $12 trillion and 12 million American jobs. The focus has shifted from making things to financial engineering, fundamentally rewiring our economy. The winners? The financiers, not the builders. Want proof? Look at Toys R Us. Private equity bought it, loaded it with $6 billion in debt, and drained it with fees and interest payments. Starved of cash, Toys R Us couldn't compete, went bankrupt, and 33,000 workers lost their jobs. No severance, nothing. The PE firms? They walked away rich. Same story with Friendly's, bought by Sun Capital, forced to sell its real estate, cut costs, and decline in quality. Bankruptcy followed, with thousands more jobs lost. The PE firm profited from fees and real estate deals, even as the company collapsed. This isn't a bug, it's the business model. From Payless to the Limited, these are case studies in a system that extracts wealth and leaves devastation behind. The workers and communities pay the price. Private equity's playbook is always the same: debt, cuts, collapse. The firms profit whether the company survives or not. This is predatory capitalism in action. How do private equity billionaires get so rich? They get paid at every step, win or lose. First, they charge companies huge transaction and management fees. Then comes the dividend recap, force the company to borrow more just to pay the PE firm a fat bonus. It's like maxing out your kid's credit card for your own payday. The firm's own money is barely at risk, so they take huge gambles. If the company survives, great. If not, they've already cashed out. Heads they win, tails everyone else loses, especially workers and communities. This drains companies of resources for innovation or growth. Businesses become cash machines for a tiny elite, not engines of prosperity. It's a massive transfer of wealth from the many to the very few. Why isn't this illegal, or at least taxed heavily? Because the system is rigged. The infamous carried interest loophole lets PE managers pay lower tax rates than nurses or teachers. Their profits are taxed as capital gains, about 20%, instead of regular income, which can be nearly double. Billionaires pay less tax than firefighters. It's indefensible, but it persists. Every president promises to close the loophole, but it survives, thanks to relentless lobbying. Private equity spends millions to keep politicians on their side. They brand themselves as job creators, despite evidence to the contrary. Their influence blocks regulation, letting them keep loading companies with debt and paying rock-bottom taxes. It's a feedback loop. Extract wealth, buy influence, protect the system. The result? The rules stay rigged for the ultra-wealthy. Add it all up: debt, asset stripping, tax loopholes, and you see a system that's the opposite of the American dream. Instead of building lasting value and sharing prosperity, private equity extracts wealth and leaves destruction. Companies become short-term assets to be bled dry, not institutions that serve people or communities. The human cost is huge: lost jobs, gutted benefits, and hollowed-out towns. Even healthcare isn't safe. PE takeovers have led to worse outcomes for patients. The question is, do we want an economy that rewards builders, or one that rewards financial predators? The American dream can't survive if billionaires get rich by destroying companies and rigging the rules. If nothing changes, we'll all be left picking through the rubble. Support my channel by liking and subscribing for more informative contents.